This is Individual Perspective Podcast. I am your host, Daris D, McKinney, and we are back for the fifth part of our inauguration coverage ceremony. Coverage of the ceremony, but I can't. Once we get through this and we start talking about the topics that are going on in the actual coverage today, it's very interesting. Trump was kind of, I told you guys in the previous episode that there was a crash that happened yesterday, pretty much January 29th, around 9 o'clock last night. And this morning, Trump gave a press conference, and he kept mentioning how much the mindset of DEI is really destroying how great and elite and phenomenal and just pure instincts and chess moves on the chessboard that we could be if we don't try to put ourselves in a diversity, equity, and equality mindset, and then we just go for who's the best for what the task is. And he had to kind of somewhat politic his way in that communication, so we didn't kind of get what was he talking about, who is he talking about, you know. And it's not about a black or white thing, it was more that it was a female male thing. And to see that the pilot of the helicopter that crashed into a commercial jet was piloted by a woman. They said she had 500 hours of flight time and her instructor had 1,000 hours, meaning that it was at the equivalent of a year that both of these people were efficient to drive in and mess around and navigate stealthily or whatever the hell they was doing in the training in a massive national airport traffic, and killed 69 people get killed in the midst of all that stuff. It's just a whole nother situation, but I'm gonna try not to focus on this. Use that for after we do this coverage, then we get back to upcoming news. But I just wanted to put it on record in a way in this podcast to what I was mentioning in the previous podcast. Look, women, you cannot elevate 50% of the population of America into the workforce for the last 40 years, and it doesn't take a toll to about 110 years of male dominating the workforce and the economical value of a household. By doing that, you're gonna dilute the value of a household, of a man in a household. And of course, men can be opposition to women and not allow it and put our dominance on women to not hurt us in the workforce and hurt our economic position to take care of our families and everything like that. But men decided to threaten other men to civilize the evolution of an upward mobility and the leveling up of the women in the culture. And that's why you got this broken society we have. The theory didn't work. It's terrible. Women hate men so much right now. Go talk to very successful women, very go-getter women and stuff, and they don't understand the job that puts you in a position to analyze the weakness of a man is because men have neutered and castrated themselves in order to not be in confrontation with women for the work, for money. Work, I don't care if it's administration, to being barbaric on a railroad track in the construction team. It's the same barter's trade system. It's the equivalent of a man going to kill a bull or a wild buffalo, a wild pit hog or a buffalo or something like that, and bringing it back to the village and trading the meat for furs. You get what I'm saying? It's the same structure when a human being, works a job for payment of money, equity, money value, so they can purchase a home, purchase safety and food and a comfortability and prosperity for their family. It's the same thing as killing a buffalo, being a hunter, being what they call what is called a hunt and gatherer. You get what I'm saying? It's the same exact thing. That we neutered it, and in the evolution of the world allowed for women to be able to say, oh, I can do that. And they don't make the value of it, the service, the workload of it, and with that equals up to the amount of cash flow. That's the same thing as killing a buffalo. So there's a way that women can kill a buffalo without killing a buffalo. Don't mean that they didn't kill the buffalo and bring the equivalent of bringing a buffalo home to the table, and that was a place for a man. But in order for us to evolve and have upward mobility for women, men have to threaten other men to allow for the elevation and the equilibrium of women in the workforce. That's just the way it is, y'all. But women are really hating men for letting them have too much power, too much control, too much dominance in the workforce and the economic value, that they rather not have kids and they rather be by themselves than to elevate a man that can't do what they do, bring in money that they can't bring, that they bring in, to elevate them. And that has put people, men and women, in a very oppositional situation where the level up culture say, well, it's not about trusting your woman. It's about just being the dominant over her. But I'm saying, yeah, that may be all right for podcasters or influencers or some people that's maybe it's computer science engineers and stuff like that. It may be good for people that work on computers and stuff like that, and they're in the modernized marketplace. To be able to kind of compete against women in administration, looking at like managing financial books and of a company, being secretaries, being administrator managers of facilities and a crew and doing the things that lawyers and doctors and stuff that they can actually put in that don't take brute strength to do and stuff, and the ability of the strength of a man's bones. But the trade is the same, and you're never going to be able to correct what we did to the world in 40-50 years. We destroyed the innate ability, the innate functioning, the innate purpose, the innate pretty much conception of a man and a woman. We destroyed that in 40-50 years. So it worked for 2,000 years, but 40-50 years of an evolution or ideological, ideological theory we put into play for the last 40 years, and it has destroyed the purpose of a man and a woman on the planet Earth. You get what I'm saying? So maybe if you're lucky, you're part of the society that, you know, you don't even know that this is an issue that's going on because, you know, you're not being judged like that. A girl at Walmart meets a man at Walmart and they start dating each other, and then they have a kid and they grow together, or they just live in the conditions of what they, where they are the best way they can. You get what I'm saying? But that's not going, that's a lot of younger people. And I would say it started with the Generation X. It's a lot of that where even if you're coming from the same area, there's a leveling up. Look, I don't even want to get into this because it's a whole nother discussion. But 69 people just got killed because women are doing men work, flying a helicopter or a plane or whatever, which I'm not against it. I'm just saying there's consequences. Okay, there are consequences. And it's straight up. That's logical, objective analysis. Okay? We'll get back on that. I know that's a horrible way to start. I know. Trust me, I'm taking it in, okay? So let's get to the inauguration and the coverage of it. And this is going to be short and sweet because there's not much clips that we're going to be playing, but I'll commentate through it. So one of the things I wanted to do is Nelly, he performed at Trump's inauguration, and it was, it was Uncle Thomas of him to do it in the words of a lot of the from the opinion of a lot of black naysayer. And that we in the first episode we do of this inauguration, I give you guys an interview by Willie D and Nelly, but now you're about to see him on the ground and him doing it. What's the response from the media and all the liberals, because he's doing it because he got to explain himself, and he knows he's got to explain himself. So that's why he's going on. He's coming off the stage and he's talking to multiple anchors about it, because he feel like he got to explain himself, and it's ridiculous. It really is. So let's jump in. Let's just jump into it.
Born on a military base in Austin, Texas. Raised in the heartland of this country, St. Louis, Missouri. Father, grandfather, uncles, aunts, cousins all served the country. He has entertained our troops all around the world. Only in America can you come from the streets of St. Louis to the White House. There's nothing more American than Nelly.
And this is the only way you can see him. I don't even think he got any of his performances on the internet, and that's ridiculous. I searched. They don't got no performances out there of him doing anything from the inauguration.
Thank you. 3, 2, 1, turn.
Yeah. Okay, that should be enough. That should be enough, because I hope they don't flag my show. But I don't think in the sound scan that will kind of fall under original music, because he breaks it down and he re-architects it in a certain ways that it should be feasible for the online public. But let's hear what he got to say about his own performance.
And we have a very special guest with us here, the one, the only rap superstar, Nelly, my friend. How are you, sir?
I'm great, my brother.
Why am I not on the camera?
Doing very well, celebrating everything with the inauguration in Washington, D.C. What brought you onto the Trump train?
He's the office. He's the president of what I like to call the greatest country in the world. And it's an honor for me to perform for the office. And like I said again, I'm not here to tell you, I don't campaign.
Right.
But when the president calls and asks me to help him celebrate, I will help him celebrate. No matter who wins, no matter who's in office. I have several family members who have served this country. I was born in a military base. I'm what they call a military brat myself. So I've entertained these troops all around the world. And you know, it's not a lot of money in that. So you don't do it for the money. You do it to help bring joy around this world to family members who may not have been home in a while. So you just bring a little bit of that home to the base. And I'm honored, man. Like I said again, and anytime I get a chance to unite, I'm going to take that opportunity.
That's fantastic. And we saw in President Trump's campaign and also in the inaugural speech today that sense of unity, and that it's not so much Republican and Democrat, red versus blue. It's about the American people and about what you saw as a military brat. And that's what we're celebrating here tonight. So many wonderful members of the military who selflessly serve the country. Do you have thoughts on what President Trump plans to do with the meritocracy and bringing the military back to fighting readiness?
Yeah, well, first I want to thank all of our men and women that are currently serving, that have served, and especially all of our veterans. I want to thank them for their service. And I think we owe them a larger thank you.
Right.
I think we owe them a larger thank you than we do as Americans, because I think they have the guts that a lot of us don't have, and a lot of things that
Absolutely.
we take advantage of.
I second that. I second that.
That they are the ones that make sure that we keep our rights and keep our options to say
Absolutely.
yes, to say no, to have this democracy, to say we want to vote for this person or say for that person. So for them, I want to thank them personally for their service.
And you've been such a chart topper for over a quarter century now. Wonderful music that has inspired generations of artists. What will you perform for us tonight?
Well, listen, to me, there's nothing more American than that.
Oh, this is before he performed. Okay, I'm sorry, my fault.
To family members who make sure that we keep our rights and keep us, man. I'm not about anything else but positivity.
And what are you most looking forward to in a Trump administration over the next 4 years?
Just open-mindedness, man. And anybody that I can inspire, definitely inspiration from people from my community as far as being where I'm from. So I just look forward to rocking out. So hopefully I hit what you're looking for.
I love that. And what are you most looking forward to in a Trump administration over the next 4 years?
Just open-mindedness, man. Just willingness to work with those that are willing to, to work with him. So anything I can help to get things forward. I'm about progress, man. I'm not about anything else but positivity. And I think that many of our leaders in the past, from Dr. King's to the Malcolm X's, to everybody that worked in the civil rights, that had to work with people that they may not have saw eye to eye with, but was willing to work with to get things done. And I think that's what we got to always remember.
Absolutely.
Pastor Lorenzo Sol today, that beautiful invocation about good God Almighty, we're free at last, hearkening those beautiful immortal words of Dr. King on today as we're celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday as well.
Definitely as well. And all the love and the blessings go out to the King family. And yeah, man, so we're going to have a lot of fun. We have reason to have a lot of fun today.
Absolutely. Well, sir, I'm looking forward to you performing today right on that stage where President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump will be dancing as well.
Yeah, our stage don't look like that, though.
Right.
Yeah, we don't get that. That's more of the White House. They don't give me that one. Yeah.
Well, it's a
Wow.
pleasure. It's an honor, sir. Absolutely. God bless you. Thanks for taking the time.
Where Kira, I hear that it is getting hot in her. Right? You're there with Nellie. Take it away.
Why did I know you were going to say that? My girl Lindsay, Kira, it's getting hot in her. How many times do you hear that, Nellie? Yes, we have Grammy Award-winning Nellie with us. But yeah, she's giving you a wave too. How you doing tonight? You're looking sharp.
I'm good, thank you. You look nice, so.
I'm trying. Did you like my tennies down here? You like that?
It matched.
Got to keep it old school.
Yeah, gotta flex.
All right, let's talk about tonight. You're going to play at the Liberty Bowl. Liberty Bowl. Did you hear that? I'm already talking football.
Yeah, well, I was
It's
just
been a long
watching
day,
football,
Nellie.
So I get it.
Who won?
I get it. They're still going. They're still
Give
going.
me an update on the scores. We'll text.
I definitely will.
You know, we've got the Liberty Ball. We have the Commander-in-Chief Ball, where we are right now. We have the Starlight Ball. You are going to perform at the Liberty Ball. Let's just start with, why did you want to do it, Nellie?
Well, first of all, it's an honor for me to perform for the House. For the chair, president. I never thought. Well, growing up, I thought it would be in sports because, when you play sports and you get invited to the White House, you always think it's, can't wait to go. It'd be such an honor. But this is the same way, you know what I mean? Like, I respect the chair. It's not political for me. For me, the political part is over. He won. And, growing up, I was taught to respect the office. So, Nellie's here.
And you did get a little backlash, but you were like, whatever, I don't care. I'm doing what I want to do. This is, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but you were really cool about it. You handled it well. You came forward and you talked about it. A lot of people wouldn't do that. Why did you come forward and talk about it?
Well, because I think it's important that, we showed some people have their own opinions about things, and sometimes things can get a little bit hazy and in a way that everybody feels the same way about everything, and that's just not it. I think certain people have an outlook, and I've always believed that you got to walk through the fire sometimes to get results, and regardless of
Absolutely.
what you feel about it, we as a people, and I mean, my heritage as far as being African American, we've always had to work with people that we may not have always agreed with to get things done. And I think that struggle continues. But at the end of the day, if the men and women of this country can put their life on the line for a president that they may not have voted for, I can definitely perform for the office. So,
And your family served in the military, a number of your family members.
yes, ma'am. I had a number of family members who definitely served. I was born on a military base myself. I've entertained our troops all around this world. And there's no money in that. You know what I mean? So you're doing that out of love and out of, being what they call a military brat. So from that aspect, and again, no matter who won, it was an honor for me to be here and to perform. So.
Now, Trump went viral for his dance moves.
Oh, yeah.
You were on
I didn't
Dancing.
master that one. I didn't master that one yet.
You were on Dancing with the Stars. Do you have any tips for him? Because I think he's kind of got this thing, he does this, right?
Yeah, but when your moves are better than, or should I say gets more recognition than my moves, I'm going to let him have it. You know what I mean?
Hey, your salsa was pretty hot on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, but it didn't give me the win. His move got him the win, so I'm going to let him have it.
From athletes to musicians to you name it, they've been doing, we have to think of naming his song.
Yeah.
Or his dance. What would be his dance? What do we call it? It's not twerking.
I don't know. I
Trump
think it's,
dance.
Come on, Nellie.
No, probably be trumping.
Trumpet. I love
Right.
it. You got to be trumpet.
Yeah, he trumping.
Joining me now, one of the acts about to perform at the Liberty Ball, Nellie, the one and only, known for hot and hair. Not by me, though. I saw Nellie play football and basketball, and he's one of the best athlete entertainers I've ever seen. It's good to have you. Thank you for joining us. What motivated your decision to be part of the night?
Thank you so much, bro. Well, first and foremost, man, I just want to say, man, I truly appreciate you. I'm one of your biggest fans. I watch your podcast all the time, and I want to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him finish up, but yeah, Chris Cuomo's a mess, but he's trying to improve himself, so I'm not gonna talk about it too much. But let Nelly say this is about a couple minutes, but then we're gonna go to the inauguration and different little things that was going on. But I just wanted to show you, how much he's got to navigate because he performed and jump into all these different anchors in order to give excuses or communicate why he was there, because he doesn't want to lose his fan base from the black community that's foolishly voted for Democrats 100% of the time at the clip of 92%. The clip of 92%, like at the capacity of 92% and up of the black community, 100% voted for the Democrat Party since the 1970s, late 1960s, early 1970s. Ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Okay. So that's why he's doing that, because he's scared of that base.
Entertainers.
Which his base is not majority black people, it's really white people that get him to the stardom and the multi-million stuff that he got. But it's ridiculous. Getting a little interference in here, I'm hearing. Let's get through it.
I've ever seen. It's good to have you. Thank you for joining us. What motivated your decision to be part of the night?
Thank you so much, bro. Well, first and foremost, man, you know, I just want to say, man, I truly appreciate you. I'm one of your biggest fans. I watch your podcast all the time, and I want to say thank you, because you do help me understand a lot when it comes to politics as a whole, because I'll be the first one to say I don't understand as much as I probably should, but you've helped me navigate a lot, and I just want to thank you for that. But what I want to say tonight, it's more about just respect for the office. You know what I mean? It's not about a campaign. This is not a campaign trail. This is not anything that I feel like I'm influencing people to sway either way on how they feel, but it's more about the respect and the honor of being invited for what I like to call the greatest country on the planet. And regardless of what, you know, differences we may have, it's all about coming together at this point and making sure that we are the most positive person that we can bring to the situation.
Did it matter to you that you were going to get some heat from your fans? And what are you going to perform tonight?
Well, when I haven't gotten heat, champ, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
When
Amen.
if I haven't gotten heat? I remember in 2004 when I first did a song with my big brother Tim McGraw. I got heat. I got heat from my hip hop community. I got heat from different radio stations. What am I doing? And now you look at people like the little homie Shabuzi. You look at Beyonce and Cowboy Carter. You look at it's about being ahead of the curve, man. It's about understanding what's right and what's wrong. And if what's wrong is really wrong, then the facts will tell me that, and I don't need anybody inflating the facts. But as of right now, you know, we just want to have a good time. Hopefully, everybody that's been supporting Nelly from day one will have a good time, and we hit those songs as we go along the way.
Does the shirt stay on? That's all I want to know.
On this one, yeah. You know, I'm 50 now. They don't want to see this dad bod. You know what I'm saying?
I would trade with you in a heartbeat. Nelly, thank you very much for the kind.
The African-American vote and how pivotal it was in terms of the state of Michigan. The numbers were very different, and you played a pivotal role in getting people out to vote.
President Donald Trump, he won Michigan by 80,000 votes. Now think about this. 20,000 black people voted for him. In 2016, only 7,000. Now, why is that? Because he was willing to go to the hood, right? Mm-hmm. He was willing to go to a part of Detroit that most people wouldn't go to, let alone a politician. He came not to hold a rally. He came to listen on his birthday weekend. And when he did that, he said to me, at the inauguration, you'll be there. Promise made, promise kept.
We have to talk about the inauguration. You have a huge platform there. Talk to me about what you're thinking and what message you want out.
There's only 2 times in American history that a president was inaugurated on Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. Can you imagine that? And I have the honor and the privilege of praying that dream. I'm going to pray that Dr. King's dream will be fulfilled through our 47th president. I'm so excited, not to represent myself, but to represent over 1,000 majority black cities that need to see Dr. King's dream fulfilled, in every American that wants to see us live out the true meaning of our creed, that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Okay, yeah. He know how to seize the moment, don't he? That's good. That's good. Okay, let's go a little bit to the coverage of what's going on in the balls.
But in other inauguration news, with the pomp and circumstance of the day now over, the inaugural balls kicked off tonight for the new commander-in-chief. Fox 5's Nana sent you a bones to the veterans' inaugural ball. Nana.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry I can't hear. It's loud in here, but I will say this dinner party ball has officially turned into a dance party. This is the Salute Our Heroes inaugural ball hosted by the American Legion. You can see people on the dance floor having fun. They said, it's important to celebrate the inauguration today, but it's also important to celebrate the veterans. Earlier inside the ballroom, the event hosted by American Legion recognized 24 Medal of Honor recipients. We had a chance to speak with one of those brave men who earned his medal in 1968 during the Vietnam War.
It's beautiful. I mean, wonderful. We don't look for recognition. We just look for an acceptance. We did our part to live in this country, and we provided freedom to everybody that's living here, and we just want them to know what our sacrifices were. So nights like this give an opportunity for warrior to talk to warrior, and we don't have to tell our stories because we know, just like the gentleman introduced me, we know what other people did and how important it is to the effort.
Now, honoring the military and the people who served was the focus, but it was also an opportunity to celebrate America and the new administration. Take a listen to some people we spoke with.
Today has been very amazing from front to start.
I'm happy to make America great again, make America healthy again. I'm a physician, and so very excited for all of the changes coming down the pike.
Now, guys, it's important to note that historically we're told either the vice president or president attends this ball. So right now, at the moment, we don't know if we're expecting the president or the vice president, but I can tell you the party is definitely going on right now. They said regardless of who comes, they're still going to have a good time and kind of stick to that mission of just honoring the veterans. It's what they've been doing all night, and now they're doing that with the party. I'm going to get out of the way really quickly. You can just see this band right here has just been performing a number of classics. People are on the floor, they're dancing, they're having fun. A lot of people that we spoke to say, this is a new chapter. It's a new administration, so they're just really looking forward to what's next. Sorry, sir. To what's next in the upcoming 4 years. But it's a party here. We'll be here all night, and it just looks like everyone's having a good time. It feels like what people have said, that it's a good night, a good evening in America. So we're here.
We did our part.
Okay, so that's kind of give you a little understanding of that, how the ball is going on and stuff. I don't want to keep let's go to some other coverage of it.
DC's buzzing with electricity. Here's what it was like in the Capitol today.
Gentlemen, the President-elect of the United States, the Honorable Donald John Trump.
From sea to shining sea.
Ladies and gentlemen, the heroes of Butler County are here.
Yeah, I forgot to play that. I had to find that clip for Compartori. The gentleman, the fire gentleman that got killed when the assassin tried to kill Trump. So that's what that is. Okay. That's very interesting. I guess this is Hulk Hogan who comes on. So let me let this all catch up with me. Getting a little buffering lag here. So forgive me.
WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan joins me now. How you feeling, Hulk?
Brother, I am so stressed out, brother. You know, riddle me this, riddle me that. Nobody's afraid of the old man who don't know where he's at, brother. What a day.
What a day. And now he left. We saw him leave on the helicopter.
Yeah, but wait, he's not going anywhere. You know what he's doing? Pardon me this, pardon me that. Pardon my brother, my uncle, my sister, Cheney, everybody in the world. Fauci, he pardoned. The only person he didn't pardon was Hunter's little baby with a stripper. In case he ever does anything wrong.
Oh my gosh, nothing says I'm guilty than pardoning your entire family.
Brother, I'm so stressed out. Everywhere I go, all around, everybody is so happy that we got America back. Everybody's elated that Donald Trump is our president. But everywhere I go, nobody recognizes me.
What are you talking about?
They say, is that Hulk Hogan over there? Oh wait, no, that might be Hulk Hogan. No, that's not Hulk Hogan. He doesn't wear a suit. You know, Jesse, that suit is holding me down. Just like that 4-year administration.
What are you gonna do?
The lies, the cheating, all the stuff that's going on, brother. I feel like the veil's been lifted and that dark cloud. If I wasn't so tired, brother, I'd just rip all my clothes.
Oh, you're not tired.
You know what? Donald Trump lifted the veil off America. Hold on, Jesse.
All right, here we go.
More border. Lower gas prices.
Yes.
We got real American beer in the house. We got real American beer. Trump-a-mania, brother. We've got Trump-a-mania running this country, brother. One nation under God. Jesse Waters, this is your world, brother.
Yeah, baby. I know a tuxedo can't control you.
Man.
I knew there was no way Hogan was coming in here with a tuxedo for that long.
I had a moment, brother. Just had to do that. Thank you.
Amazing job. You are one of the biggest icons in America. You were of the generation of Donald Trump. You spoke at the convention. You're here now at the inauguration. What has this movement been like for you?
Brother, it's like when I was a kid and I could ride my bike around all night long until the street lights came on. It was like I used to be able to go to the movies and not like my bicycle out. We have our country back. We're going to get everything back to where it should be.
I like what you said about that. You cannot lock your bike up. You trust your neighbors. We're in a good place again. This country has ambition. We're getting back to our roots, what made this country great, and we're not ashamed of who we are anymore.
But you know what is really cool? There are a lot of good Democrats out there, brother. The Democrats are stepping up too. The good ones. All those 4 left-wing, rebel, crazy ones, those liberal ones, those radical left. They're the ones that are still whining and crying and trying to put a roadblock in America's future, man. I can't believe it.
We're actually hearing rumors, and I think you like this Democrat. Fetterman might actually switch parties, we're hearing. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's something that's been kicked around a little bit today.
Well, if Fetterman doesn't switch parties, I know some place called the WWE that he could be great at, brother, just as long as he keeps that hoodie on.
All right, this is where it happened. Hogan, Fetterman in the ring. Cage match?
Well, all I would say, brother, is what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan, Jesse Waters, Donald Trump, and all of America run wild on you.
Love you, Hulk, man. All right, we gotta go. Hulkamania's running wild, baby.
Ragged, brother, we're running ragged.
Okay, so okay, let's get more to the Melania Trump Day little dance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 47th President of the United States, President Donald J. Trump.
Beautiful gown. See, she represents him highly well. Highly well. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Please welcome Vice President J.D. Vance, accompanied by Second Lady Michelle Vance.
And that's your inauguration, y'all. That's your inauguration. So, that's them kind of doing their dance. And, that's pretty much everything that's really went on that night. There's a couple of other things, but yeah, you pretty much get the gist of it all and everything like that. So, but I'm going to end it there because pretty much inauguration, and then is all, and the rest of the night was just commentary, or they're going to another inauguration to do more than like dancing like that. He gave a speech, but it's pretty much the same thing he gave throughout the day and everything like that, because he had to give it 100 times. But I just want you guys to see that, and we'll call it a day on this. And thank you for come with me through my coverage of the inauguration. Now we're going to go to the aftermath of it, to getting the cabinet confirmed through the Senate and the different things that's going on. And we're going to start off the next episode with talking about this plane crash that happened and everything like that. And I'll catch you guys up on who got confirmed part of the team and everything else. But this has been inauguration coverage of the second inauguration coverage of Donald J. Trump 2025 presidential inauguration ceremony for the 47th, well, he's 45th and 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Thank you, Donald J. Trump, for giving up so much of almost your freedom in your life to correct some of this, the ridiculous stuff that's going on in our society. And I think they did a great job and stuff like that. And I'm glad to be alive on the election of President Obama. And if anything could have possibly been the perfect way to live through America and understanding our elections and everything, it would be the election of Donald J. Trump both times. And really to watch him fight the system for the last 12 to 15 years. Okay? Please follow, click this Individual Perspective Podcast. I'm your host, Daris D. McKinney. Please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit those follow buttons, hit those like buttons, and hit the subscribe button. And please, guys, every single podcast that you guys watch, you guys are flooding their zone with $1, $2, $5. You can put it in you can put it in our PayPal and our Venmo. It's all in the description below. We all got to level up. We all have to grow and everything. And I thank you for your consideration to help this podcast grow. Individual Perspective Podcast. I'm your host, Daris D. McKinney. And we're going to come back and we're going to do more. And now that we got this out the way, we can kind of do an official up to date and get us up to the latest news and everything like that. I've been working hard. I've been dealing with a lot of overcoming obstacles and stuff like that. But I see the path. I see the pathway through. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for your time. My name is Daris D. McKinney, Individual Perspective Podcast, where your truth is the objective truth, because we do not communicate and we do not advocate that you communicate in a subjective narrative. We want you to communicate with objectivity, and the only way you're going to do that is you build a system within yourself to be extremely to have extreme objectivity and scrutinize your mama, your daddy, your siblings, your community, your culture, your favorite music star, movie star, philosopher, or whatever. You vet everybody, so what you communicate out your mouth will have objectivity and truth to it. So that's what individual perspective is. Individual perspective is where your truth is the objective truth. Okay, I know I messed that up a little bit, but it's because I've been doing this for a little while. Today, long day. I've been going since 4 or 5 this morning. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thanks for your time. Hit the like, follow, and subscribe button. Put a little $1, $2, $5 in the Venmo or the PayPal. Please support us. This is Individual Perspective Podcast, and I'll see you in the next one.